Are you guys here now? Already? Can you see me? You gotta be kidding me. No, surely not. Can you see me? Are you guys kidding me? I guess so. You gotta be kidding. It's never been that easy to set it up in my life. Can you... Hey, somebody say something. Really? Awesome. Well, there's a first time for everything. New guy in town. Anthony, good to see you. We're early, just getting recombobulated for episode 43. 43 weeks in a row of this show. Can you believe it? Let me welcome. Nice. I'm a little bit surprised, actually, that I didn't have any trouble. Maker's Mark on the agenda? Perhaps. Maybe a little bit. Not yet, though, by the way. Loud and clear. Mike Kennedy. Yeah, a little bit early. Just a little. Just a little. Well, let's see. Just running through doing some checking real quick. I want to see, make sure everything's working. What do you guys see right now? YouTube banner at all? Hey, yeah, Grossman. Okay. All right. Getting things fixed up. You and the T45. Right. So you didn't see, There it is. Okay, cool. You guys probably see my YouTube channel right now. Tell me if you saw my YouTube channel just then. Just the, the screenshot. Yep, you saw it. I see it now. Cool. RC Weaving sees red. Awesome. I'm just getting dialed in here. Sorry. So just for point of reference, though, yeah, man, I have Einstein Brothers coffee today. So since last week, back to the YouTube banner, right? So it looks like 4,748 subscribers. This week we have 4,824. We're going to hit 5,000 pretty soon, which is cool. Welcome back to RC Pilot's Lounge. I don't want to be too loud. It sounds really crazy to me. How about this? Is that good? Fantastic. You guys, you having fun popping in on all your other buddies' streams lately? Man, I have. Barry G's in the house. Let's do a little bit of roll call. I think I got this thing figured out. And Nathaniel, what is going on? Hanger 51, Bob the Good, Barry G, Dave Kowishki, Grossman, Dennis Farley, Eric Quinn, MC SSI, Tim Toutant, Michael Rashka, David Christie, good to see you. RC Weaving. Yeah, Guniak's been in here before. Dave, thank you, Dave. Awesome. Really glad to have you guys. Some of you know I've been like super busy getting a house. Jordan Dole, Jeff Jackson. Any questions, lay it on me. It's early. I like to let the room fill up, and I'm watching my software, so I don't really see the numbers thing that you see on YouTube. So you guys, Mike Kennedy, Victor Shamulus, The Beard and Hammer, new subscriber, thank you, Wayne Lee 630, Tim Toutant, Hanger 51, Chris, first time here, stick around for a minute, we'll get going, I promise you. David Parker, great to see all these new faces in here, and you guys who've been around for a while, every now and then shout me out on the numbers. It's kind of nice to know, although it doesn't matter. So show 43, 43 weeks in a row. I'm going to do a little segment right here while we're warming up, just kind of getting ready to hang out. That's what we do. RC Pilots Lounge, we hang out and discuss what's happening. Thank you, Tim. So I've been getting a house ready to market for a couple weeks. I completely renovated this place we're in. I've done this a few times. And we listed it a few days ago. So it's been crazy. It's been awesome. I just installed a water heater today instead of flying, but it rained anyway. So it's like one of those, like, you know, after Rafi had a baseball game yesterday and today. After the game, I was set to go out with Mike, and I got back here at the house. One of the showings canceled. I actually was going to have the whole afternoon to the house with no one in it, to myself, which is perfect when you need to turn the water off to the house to do the gas water heater switch out. So I already had it down here waiting for me all week. Looks good. No leaks, no runs, no drips, no errors, so they say. So that's what I did, a little bit of adulting. But I really want to tell you guys, Kevin Forrest, what is going on. Ethan RC, Jody Reed. Yeah, new subscribers. Thanks so much, man. I hope you guys look back in the channel too and realize there's like a lot of content on this channel. It's not all live streams by any stretch. It's mostly flight videos. Dan Bujold, what is going on? Good to see you. We were going to take up that Corsair today, but we got rained out and I put it in a water heater instead. But I have a funny story. This is my little rant section for today. Have you guys ever seen those memes where they say they had one job to do? And then you'll see a picture of the garage being on like the wrong side of the house, but the driveway goes up to a wall with nothing kind of stuff, right? So today I just couldn't help myself. I kind of slept on it for a while and I didn't really think about it too much. But then I saw like people starting to get their F-35 shipping notices. I was like, I got to get in on this. So I ordered it. And FedEx said it was coming today. And I'm like, sweet. It's just a state away. Usually stuff actually, if it's planes, it usually shows up the next day. That's usually UPS. UPS won't even deliver to the business we have, the other business, on Saturday. So I was really glad that it was FedEx and it was slated for Saturday delivery. So you look at tracking. That's their one job to do, is to deliver these packages. Look at the tracking. I'm like, yes, Saturday. That's great. We work on Saturday. Someone's going to be there till noon. 11 o'clock, the tracking changes to attempted delivery, business closed, right? There should be a door tag there if somebody tried to deliver it. And I'm just like, I wanted to have this thing to open tonight, you know? And I was like, I actually called him. I was like, somebody was at the office all day. You know, you say at 11 o'clock you tried to deliver this thing, and it's not true at all, because I left a note on the door, told you my car was unlocked, and not to mention someone was in the office up front all day, well, till 12. This was at 11. So what's going on? So I call, and it's 1-800 number stuff, right? So you're lucky to get anybody, and it's that the poor schmuck on the phone, it's not their fault, you know. But it's like, do you see the problem here when your whole thing is to do one job, which is deliver packages, and you allow us to track them and obsess over their arrival, and you don't tell the truth? These same people delivered a couple packages that were expedited to come and arrive in time for a show. It was actually our Hobby Zone friends, and it showed delivered. And I was already out and about, and I came home to pick him up and like either take him to the shop with me or whatever to get him. I wanted to see him. And I drive by my house and I pull in and there's nothing on the porch. I'm like, oh my gosh, they marked him delivered. They must have delivered him to the wrong house or nobody would have stolen him over here. So I'm up and down the street looking on the porches. thinking someone delivered them to the wrong place. Same thing. I finally called FedEx. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, oh yeah, the guy, like, what do you got one job to do. Don't fib around on the tracking numbers, because we are on you like stink on it. Like, if it says delivered, it needs to be sitting on the porch, man. Not before you eat a sandwich and decide to park in the shade, whatever. If it says delivered, it needs to have been. If you said you attempted, you need to have. What are you talking about? So I'm in the service business. We have a Stanley Steamer franchise. It's a family operation, 30 years. Customer service is top notch. Even when the customer's wrong, it doesn't matter. We go clean it again, whatever. Even when they're nuts, it doesn't matter. It works. They call you back. What I wanted to hear when I got a hold of those FedEx people was, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ramsey. Would you like us to try to deliver that, or would you like to come pick it up? They're like, nah, we got it. It's going to be Tuesday before we can, redeliver it. Needless to say, I was like super, super happy about it. All right. That's the rant right there. Really, you got one job to do, man. One job to do is to deliver the package. They should have said Tuesday from the first place. We don't deliver to businesses. We don't even try. Some businesses are open on Saturdays, right? Like, shouldn't you? I carried mail for 3 years, a while back. And you deliver the mail, or you try to. The only way you don't is if the dog is chasing you. I bet they're hiring, and they have some independent contractors. So these guys are loose cannons. So yeah, back to I could go pick it up. Here's the deal too. I'm working on the house. Let me get a couple things done in the basement real quick before the baseball game. Let's go early so I can go by the way on the other side of town and pick up this thing so I have it for tonight. And then it's like, it's a 20-minute drive, and the ball game's in 30 minutes. It's going to be another 15 back to the ball game. I'm not going to be late. We coach it. So it's coming Tuesday. Not happy with them. Hashtag seriously, FedEx. Grossman, I'm not gonna bother with that, but appreciate it. David Parker, Wednesday's your delivery. Yeah, man, the F-35, dude, I'm actually really... Here's the deal. It's going to fly a lot like the F-22, but I'm super pumped to check out what's up with that end runner. And the F-22 is big. So if I have the F-35 and it kind of flies like the F-22, I can sneak it in the car when I got other things going on. I'm thinking we'll try it out. I was so pumped, and I totally made the right call. I was like, Rafi, we're just going to the game. Forget it. I'm not going to be in a hurry trying to get this plane just because they dropped the ball. I don't know, Jeff. I didn't know that they did. I really haven't got anything from there for a while. FedEx is great, but just don't say you're doing something when you're not. Anyhow, so that rant is over. Dave Kowalski, yeah, dude. I'll have it with me. I'm going to fly it at JetJam for sure. I liked UPS. With them, I didn't even bother about Saturdays. And I really should have just changed my address to my house, and then FedEx would have done it. But I've just, how things autofill or whatever. I've always had everything delivered to my the business. So anyway, Jordan Dole feels my pain. Papa Boozer's going to be in the show for the Merry Boozers tomorrow. And then after that, he's having a hiatus, doing some traveling. Let's see. Oh, hey, Ryan. I was asked what is the difference between the in-runner and outrunner motors. A little bit just configuration, and a lot bit seems to be... to me, I want to always say efficiency. Some guys will say speed, but in my experience, in runners seem to be performance-wise pretty much it's hard to tell the difference, but I feel like efficiency wise, you get more flight time. But it really depends on the airframe they're in, how efficient something is. But I'm really excited to try that 70 millimeter in runner from Freewing, actually. RC Weaving Jet Jam dates June 13th through 16th, Elizabeth, Indiana. The host club is Rosewood RC. The place is beautiful. There's a video from it, I'm sure, on the Motion RC YouTube channel, as well as I did a little smash up video after the thing last summer as well. Yeah, Jason, in-runner, the can doesn't spin. The shaft only spins. Outrunners are for torque. You know what? The ins and outs don't bother me. I want flight time. And yeah, give me some power. Denali Underground received a Grand Cruiser today. That's fantastic. Dave Marshall, I hear you. Wish they had done that F-35 in the U.S. Navy carrier variant with the bigger wings. I'm just glad it's Ryan. I ordered a Venom Pro 4 battery charger from your Amazon store today. Thank you so much. And that's what he's talking about right there. And the way you find it is you have to treat my YouTube channel like a website landing page. So if you go to my home page on the YouTube channel, you can see I've annotated with red. I hope you get my drift, where all my links are to help, like check me out, support me, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, good times. So, like I said, it's busy. Wish me good luck on selling the house. I fixed it up. I should do okay on it, and I want to find a place where I can fly out the house. Watch anybody who's on the fence, check out the videos. If you want to see how that thing goes together, there's already build videos and flight videos on that thing, but it went together. It looks pretty good. We did the original first whatever F-35, and I was not completely into it. Awaiting my Hellcat. Hopefully I don't experience any delivery mishaps. I just think, I don't know. The lady on the phone made it sound like that's just what they do. Like it's a business, so they don't even try. But how do they know it's a business, man? It was my name. Nicholas Glorioso, what is going on? Brian Chambers, double thumbs up. Yeah, you can order Spectrum receivers and radios and all kinds of stuff on the store. And actually, if it's not on the store, you can still, if you're going to shop on Amazon, just go through my link. It doesn't matter if it's underpants or doggy shampoo. I still get a commission. Oh, Dave's RC. I'm at the fair right now, and the food is BS this year. Absolutely awful. All year I wait. I feel your pain, dude, because fair food is awesome. It can be. That's too bad, man. I'm sorry. Christian RC is the cameraman for Ethan RC. Fantastic. You guys support your buddies. Hey, I watched RC Weaving's video today. You guys should check that out. You ought to drop the link, Weaver. He put a video up. I think it was some of his first flights ever, maybe, on that, what is that thing called? Habu. The Habu came at a funny time, right? It's actually a nice jet, probably a great beginner jet, but it came before kind of EDFs were taking a hold, right? Kind of like grunge. Like Alice in Chains got ripped off, but then Nirvana, huge. Anyhow. Thunderpants, Dave Marshall. How'd you know? RC, we even dropped the link to his video, guys. That's funny. Bookmark that thing, watch it, smack it up, flip it, and thumb it up. Oh no. That Habu looks to be pretty tough. Meat on a stick, says Warren E-Step. Dude, Marvin Gregory singing my song. FedEx tracking consistently fails on Saturday delivery to businesses in North Carolina. My problem is the lie, me too, that they attempted delivery with the time that they attempted. Hashtag bad business. For sure. We were there. Don't insult me. Just don't say nothing. You know, it'd be okay. Don't say anything, son of a... Ugh. I wanted to see that thing so bad. Wanted to fly so bad today too, but I made the adult decision of do the water heater. And it rained anyway, so it was like, yes, good call. Good call. Carlos Rodriguez, I will do the Blue Angels Free Wing F-18 if enough guys want to see me do it. But right now, I'm still waiting to get familiar with the FMS 70mm in runner F-18, which is about half as much. If I really, I've only flown one time. It's actually, you can see it on this channel. I flew one in Texas, but it was someone else's. And then I had one and I browned it out. And so I got another one and I haven't had a chance to fly it yet. I really can't wait to. And if I'm in love with it, I'll go for a bigger one. Verdict is not out yet, but if guys want to see me do it, they got to represent. Anthony Sanfilippo, last three weekends in Michigan, awesome flying. That's awesome. The Hawk flew in RC. That was mine. Dave Hawker, what is going on, man? My brother from another mother, Dave Hawker, the Hawk flew in RC, is in the chat tonight. Good to see you, man. Dave Marshall, we want to see you do Blue Angels. All right, man. Let's start an auction. Alvaro from Uruguay, South America, checking in. Good to see you. Dave from the fair representing. Love it. Phoneboy RC. I won the Hobby King Weekly. Oh, Dave, you know, you were talking about Barry Gruder having the most ridiculous luck of all. What you failed to mention was he also won the Hobby Zone raffle, right? So his luck is even stupider than you think it is. Can you believe that? Reckham Roy's RC science project with his boys. So fun. Papa Boozer says Wesley must be in the restroom. He needs to be editing those videos up. You strike while the iron is hot. I appreciate I'm just going to call you out. I appreciate the Wednesday upload, but if you got videos, man, what are you waiting for? Get them out. You make more. You're in Florida. Barry G is banned from all drawings. No, I'm glad for him, Wayne Lee, for sure. Good day from flying today. Field cleanup and flying finally. I'm starting out in the hobby, and I was wondering which plane should I get, Train, Star, or Cub? Guys, Christian RC, throw him some love. He's got a question. He's wanting to get started in RC. I tell you what, your boy Ethan RC's probably got some stuff you could cut your teeth on already. Don Willman, what is up? Thunderstorms coming through St. Louis right now. Hope the power doesn't cut out. I get it, man. Barry G got lottery tickets today. Oh, Denali, USPS damaged my Grand Cruiser. You know what? I think Dynam doesn't pack their stuff good enough as part of it as well. It starts to move fast, doesn't it? Raffle resentment is bad. Karma, good wishes equals good luck. Michael Rajka answers to Christian, if you can swing it DX8 Gen 2 in a Timber, well, whatever you end up wanting to get, let me know. I'll put it on the store. I can basically get e-flite and FMS stuff. Also, check out hobbyzone.com. Champ S, that's a good one. 72, Tim, thank you for that. Hey, yeah, did you watch somewhere on Instagram? It wasn't on YouTube, but it was like Instagram and Facebook. We put up a video of Mike flying the Champ S in like the stupidest wind ever. Jody Reed, another new name. Hey, you new guys here, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing it because we do this once a week. Not to mention we put out the best videos we can make. Don Willman's painting wheel wells on my Arrows RC planes while I YouTube. Fantastic. The Beard and Hammer, I'm a noob myself, only been flying 2 weekends so far. Man, you've come into the best hobby ever in the world and the best group of people you can ever run into. And we'll be out flying this Sunday, flying a flight test, tiny trainer, scratch build. Flying is flying, man. Cool. Get some stick time. There is no shame in that game at all. Congratulations. Welcome here. You found a hobby that's going to keep you broke and entertained for many years to come. Fernandez Avion 033. Hola, amigo. Hola, amigo to you as well. Papa Boozer says question marks. I do not do the video and do not put the titles to describe them. I would have how to on all of them. Yeah, Jody, a lot of guys are going to like, I tell you, there's a handful of names I think everybody trusts, right? The e-flite stuff, the Arrows RC stuff, which people have received really well, although it's not been around for a long time. They're proven designs. FMS, Freewing, Flightline. I haven't done anything Hobby King in forever. Forever. So I really can't say on that at all. But, I mean, stick with the big dogs, right? FMS, e-flite, Arrows RC, Freewing, Flightline. You can't go wrong. Okay, so on my list I had FedEx, throw them under the bus, so I checked that out. Thank you, Victor. So I want to check out a couple, honestly, I haven't been able to really do much today at all, so I just am going to look at the comments real quick. Let's do a comment. So, has anybody got experience with the FMS Super Cub? Anthony, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know it. Thank you, Johnny on the spot. I didn't forget Fred Barron. Thank you. Oh man, what a bummer. Pearl Jam. I usually fly giant scale gas warbirds, but I broke down and bought my first EDF and FMS T45. I also bought the Admiral receiver. Didn't need the gyro. It flew on rails. Doot. I don't know what to say what to call you. SDUTEFAN. He has bought so many planes because of our videos. I hope your wife isn't mad at us. Man, it's nice, man. Appreciate that. I have the FMS Super Cub, 4 flights today, says Bob to Good. San Diego Oot fan. I'm sorry. Michael Honeychuck, what's going on, man? There's a lot of dudes in here. Yeah, Nemo, we'll get a victim in here in a little bit. Don't forget the Johnny on the spot segment coming up. So how does the FMS Super Cub compare to the yellow Super Cub from Horizon Hobbies? I know what I think about that one, but I want to hear what you guys think. Utah football. I got it. Personally, I think that the yellow one is going to be even lighter loaded on the wing. And it's fine. It feels like a model, It's a little bit more toyish than the FMS one. I think the FMS one is awesome. It's my favorite little Cub, actually. Well, it's not that little. I think it's 1700, yeah. But it's slick, man. I really like the 1700 millimeter Cub. That's one of those ones that Mike wanted that it really stung when I gave it to him. I didn't want to get rid of it. So it's a little bit bigger, obviously, than the yellow one. I think the yellow one's like 1300, maybe 1300 and some change millimeters. So anyhow, that answers that comment. All right, done. Let's see. Does the plane come with the radio transmitter included, or is that an additional See, this is what I see all the time, guys, and I answer these dudes, but right now I'm not gonna. What'd be cool is if he was here. Is he here? Fr Frabisher. What's the best gyro stabilizer? Asked Don Willman. You guys answer him. I'll tell him what I think. I think the Hobby Eagle stuff's pretty slick. AS3X is awesome, but I refuse to learn how to program them. So if it comes in something, that's why I'll go bind and fly all day long. Also, I want it to be a point of reference too. So I want to fly with stock equipment as much as I possibly can. You know what I mean? I do want to read one more comment because it's a pretty good one. This is from Keith Wisman. Bill Shepard, thank you so much for that. You guys are really helping keep this thing going. RC Weave and Bind and Fly save money and aggravation 100%. Eric Quinn RC likes the Admiral receiver. Yeah, that's cool, man. Everybody's got their favorite things. I really like to stick with brand name stuff. When I use Suave shampoo, I want to use Suave conditioner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keith says P-39s didn't do loops very well because the engine was behind the pilot seat, so the nose wasn't very heavy, making loops very dangerous for pilots expecting the weight of the nose to pull the nose down in the diving portion of the loop. I read that in a book written by one of the American aces. Most P-39s went to Russia as the U.S. Army Air Corps wasn't all that enthused about the design and balance. Most of the U.S. P-39s were used to drag targets for gunnery practice, as it was heavily armored, making it a plane that was difficult to shoot down. The comment section, man, it's one of my most crowning achievements. I'm really pretty proud of the comment sections of the videos. Bill Shepard, super fantastic. I really appreciate that. Wes is going to do a video on a large turbine jet in the near future. Was contacted by a person out of Tampa interested in flying and showing the build process. Cool. Oh, wow. So I can't. Utah fan today flew in thick fog, nearly lost a silver P-47. Yikes, man. Yeah, A3L Grossman. Christian RC says, be right back. Number 1 or number 2? Right on, Dave. Yeah, they're great batteries. No film. It was a bad choice. Nice. Okay. So you guys saw the videos from like last week, right? We flew the P-39 and what else we have up there, man? The Futura version 2. Did we get anything else up? I can't even remember right now. Bill Shepard got the P-40. The B? The new one, right? The good one. Ethan RC, that's the way, man. He's going to upload a video tomorrow, and it's going to be great. And it's going to be great, he says. The good call you made was to not fly your F-16. I get you. I tell you what, I flew in the fog one time with my Tiger Cat, and it was so wet that when I came down, the leading edges of everything was wet, and that was really cool, actually. I thought that was super neat. Let's see. What videos did we put out last week? Oh, yeah, the FMS Ranger. That was a lot of fun. The e-flite P-39's doing great. FMS Futura, man, pushing 10K on that one. Fantastic. So fun. We got the Arrows RC Corsair up at a worst site ever to fly, and I can't wait I'm all ready to fly it again at our field because I really want to show you what kind of fun I think I can have with that thing. So super cool. Anybody got any questions? If you got a question for me, I know the chats are great because you guys talk to each other and all that stuff, and I have so much fun at Dave's RC's chat and at the Mary Boozer's chat, hanging out and finally getting to goof off and comment back and forth with you guys. And I see how it goes, man. It goes really quick. Nikki Perino, love everything about my P-39 except for the nose gear. I've never seen you here. Welcome. Good to see you. Dan Bujold liked that video where I was, I guess, flying in that bad spot. Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate that, but I want to give you another one at my field where I can have a little more wiggle room, so to say. Lee Davidson, it'll come one of these days, man. The tail hook video. This is why I don't usually mention things before it's just here, because I know how hard it is to get things done. I'm trying to sell a house, man. It's tough. Dave Marshall didn't like that parking lot either. Bill Shepard, I like the Ranger, flies with 2200, which I have a ton of. Absolutely. Here's a question, Ryan. Can we get together and break in my free wing BAE Hawk? 70 millimeter, 12 blade. Little treat? Are you close? Like what town are you in, man? Yeah, Ricky. Thank you, Daniel Sanchez. Yeah, all you new guys, if you're new and you have not subbed, please do it, unless you just hate my guts. Let's call out a couple new subscribers right this minute and see if they got the audacity to do it right now during the show, because I'll see it come up in notifications. Let's see if I can figure out how to work my phone. I really haven't been on it today. Where is my email? All right. Goodness sakes. Let's see. New subscriber F. Frabisher has subscribed. That's the guy who was asking the questions about the Cub. Yeah, Victor, whatever. Fierce Flyer 55. Not being mean to you, Victor. It's just I hear you. Honestly, you know what? The world's so worried about hurting people's feelings, right? They've even changed the way they kind of display the amount of subscribers people have. We're also worried about people's feelings, but we're going to leave these thumbs downs around for YouTube just to drive me nuts. Like, that's the one thing where I would be okay with someone being PC, you know, like, it hurts my feelings. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's not going to stop me. So anyhow, let's see. To subscribe, let's see, a guy named, I can't even say it, Anuwat Boon Mekai. Thank you for being a subscriber. Carlos G has subscribed. Braden H. We're going worldwide, I have a feeling. Impact 66. Yeah, man. What? Don't forget to like the video, guys. Son of a gun, Dave's RC. You're killing me, Smalls. Appreciate that. I'm like speechless with it. And it's, yo, man. You guys got to hang out with us at Dave, what time's your show on Friday? You do yours on Friday every time, right? Is it 8 or is it 9? I know I always show up late and you guys were talking about it last night. But it's because I'm putting the kids to bed and stuff like that. Yeah, Dave's RC, son of a gun. You're something else. I appreciate you. Are you coming to any of these events, man? I'll get you a cheeseburger for a super chat like that. I'm kidding. I won't get you a cheeseburger, just a hamburger. I'm cheap. I'm kidding you, bro. This is the best community ever. All you guys who are brand new, and it's not just because of that, but I appreciate it. And everybody who's been around for a minute knows how long I've been at it, and it's really nice. Props to you. Oh yeah, Dan. Dave's so fun. You got to check out Dave's RC. Subscribe, Dan, and hit the notifications so you'll know when he goes live. Dan Bujold, ladies and gentlemen, he's Mr. Hobby Zone. He's Mr. Arrows RC, hanging out in the chat with you guys right now. When you go to hobbyzone.com, or you buy something, or you call, or you send an email, tell him where you came from, tell him hi. Tell him how cool it was that he was in the chat hanging out with us. Timothy Toutant won't be able to attend Jet Jams. Got a wedding. Neffy for sure. For me, it was the other way last year. Can't wait to see you again, though, Tim. Nemo Runks. Ryan, what battery reading would you trust, the volt checker or your charger? I mean, volt checkers go bad, right? The little battery checkers go bad. I would trust my charger, I guess, if I had to pick one over the other. Yeah, Hippie64, he's got the beast, man. Dave's RC's got the beast. He's cashing checks, making sound effects over there, man, getting things done. Just Wing It is in the house. Jason Dunphy, been mostly flying 3S size planes, high wing sport planes, and a couple warbirds. Would like to jump into an EDF or a larger 6S prop plane, but cannot decide what to get. Man, lay it on us. Tell us what your field conditions are like and what planes you've been looking at. Yeah, I don't know if I ever got an answer out of Dave for what time his show is on Friday, but somebody can tell us. I don't know if he does it the same time every time. See, Dave's been making videos for a while. He's on number 5 of the live, but when he didn't have live streaming, he was kind of vlogging, which has been fun, man. You can't really not watch it. When I get actually, Weaver is really good at telling me when Dave's on if I'm not in the chat already. But once I come out from putting the kids to bed, if the notification pops up, I go. And kind of Friday, I expect it. Just like Sunday, I'll pop in on the Boozers. Same deal when I get the kids to bed. Michael Honeychuck Jet Jam may go. Will they let me fly my old Byron F? Yeah, man. Is it electric? You know what? If it's not electric, they'll let you fly it just like after hours, right? Like after 5 or something. Better late than never. Mrs. Boozer, Kevin Jones, been some nice flying around here the last few weekends. Absolutely wonderful. Washington State, says Roy. Appreciate that, right? Yeah, man. Guys, tell us when it's going to be, Dave. You know what's neat about this stuff is like it's kind of new for YouTube, and it's definitely new for RC to do this live stream hangout stuff. It's not been around the whole time. It's pretty sweet. Jason Dunphy, he's looking at a first EDF, and this is what he says. We have a nice 1,500 foot paved runway. Been looking at the Avanti, the Venom from Motion, but not sure if they would be too much to start with. Man, I both are really awesome, but I would, out of those two, for a guy who's going to be learning and maybe taking some bounces, I'd go with the Avanti, man, over the Venom. The Venom's awesome, but I had a hard time getting it to bleed. It's so funny. It wants to fly slower than it wants to land. So it's like this funny margin of how to get it down right. Like I lucked out for the videos we made from Texas, but yeah, I would go with the Avanti, man, because it's going to take some abuse a little better. And it's going to teach you what you need to know, too. The Venom is just so unique. I'm not sure a whole lot of its character would apply to being a beneficial learn, so to say. It's a badass plane, though. I mean, no doubt. You have to go on preference at a point. You know what I mean? Holy smokes. Who's going to be Johnny on the spot today? It's 9:42 already. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, the Venom's awesome. I mean, there's no doubt about it. To me, it's like the Jet P-38, right? It's got that twin boom tail. E-flite Viper's a good one. I think this guy might be beyond the Viper, though. Considering, I could be wrong, some of the things he's flying already. I mean, E-flite Viper's a fantastic first jet. But if the dude is already well-versed on, like, warbirds, and he's doing some 6S warbirds and stuff, he probably can do Captain Mike on the spot. That's hilarious. Should I try that? He's not even in here, the son of a gun. Anybody order the Stick of Monkey Pants shirt besides Papa Boozer? I'm wearing my other Flying Tiger one right now. I rock these all the time, dude. I need to make some more designs. You guys have done pretty good, though, on the store. And, man, if you like the squadron patches and the nose art, to me, I love the squadron patches. You know, and I love being able to have those on a shirt. And that's thanks to the Boozers on that one. You should drop a link, Mary Boozers, to your t-shirt store. Matt Kennedy, what did I miss? Just picked up a used Great Plains phaser today, first EDF. Anyone had one, says Craft King. Kyle has the Stick of Monkey Pants shirt, says Dave's RC. Nice. Yeah, Teespring is slowing down for me. I don't, the shirts are slowing down, but that's cool. Jets are only hard if your runway is small. Did you find the P-39 easy to land with the trike gear? Are you asking me, Daniel? Yeah. Yeah. You know, you get to kind of hold the nose up a little bit more than you would on a tail dragger. Don Willman, how about Stick of Monkey Pants boxer shorts? Would you buy him? I think it's just all I got to do is like one click and I can make it happen. Okay, Nathaniel. Hey, Ryan, do you have any tips for the Freewing F-22? Because I'm going to Camp AMA, my friend, and I both... Oh, your friend and you both ordered one. Just wondering if you have any tips or tricks. Watch my videos and listen to me talk. Because what I'll do is put you in the back seat. You know what I mean? I'll kind of tell you what I'm... Not because I'm the greatest, because I'm not. But I think I read the language of the planes in a way where you can hear me figure out what it wants. As I watch it and I fly it and I see how it acts to certain things, we talk about it. So that's my best advice, man. The F-22 is awesome, but you really have to think about it. Okay, stick your hand out the window of a moving car. You're grooving. But, you know, your hand is big and flat. So is that plane. So where other planes that have smaller surface areas can still kind of penetrate through turns and things when you get a bad attitude, that thing that's like slamming on the brakes. So keep it shallow in the turns. You know what I mean? Make sure you keep your speed up in the turns because it really is like hitting the brakes. But that thing also, because of that, can fly so slow. We did 2 videos on the F-22. One like my first day, kind of maiden shakedown stuff. And then I did another flight with a gyro where I was also playing with the flap to elevator because I wanted it to settle a little bit more. I like holding nose high to push through on an approach, but I want to do it. I don't want the plane's tail to come down on its own. So I'll mix my flap to elevator so it settles in just the way, nice and predictable. I want a nice glide, nice and predictable. I'm going to be the one that holds the nose up and push through a throttle. I don't want to ever have to give a plane down stick to keep speed up. That's just me. It feels counterintuitive to me when I was taught to, hold the stick back, hold it back, and bleed off your speed. That's me. Anybody else have good advice on the F-22? I'm sure they do. But yeah, there's a couple of videos right here on this channel where we shaking it down. I want to do one more video on the F-22 because I have an FMS outrunner in it, and I want to see what it'll do and show you. Nemo Runks asks, do you have a flap to elevator mix for the T-45? I do not think so. Yes, Mrs. Boozer, thank you so much, man. I need to get some more shirts because I really like them. I mean, it's cool to wear your own face around and stuff, but I kind of like having the Flying Tiger shirts a lot. I definitely wear my branded stuff as well. Eric Rogers, yeah, shouts out. RC Weavin put up a fun video of the Habu today. He dropped a link earlier. Good question, Kevin Farros. I have a question with EDF. How do you stop bounce on landing? Do you have a specific plane in mind or just like all of them? If you can narrow it down, it's even more helpful. Yeah, flight mode is awesome. I actually need to do flight modes because that's for me, flight modes, I haven't done them yet. I just do flap to elevator mixes if I need them. And also if the book calls for it in general, says Kevin. Okay. Remind me, we'll get back to it. Flight modes. Here's my best example for why I want to do flight modes, and I haven't done it yet. So, you guys, some of you have heard this. My Flightline P38 flies amazing. Trim it out for fast flight. It's awesome. The minute I put in the flaps, I get this roll to the right or whatever left. I can't remember. If I want to shoot, if it's dark and I want to keep the gear down and just shoot landings and stuff, well, then I'll trim it out for that. Well, if I was using flight modes, when I trim it out for that, it would just remember it as with the flaps. And so when I would flip flaps off, and go balls to the wall again, I would be fine in both configurations. But as it is, I haven't done flight modes, so if I'm trimmed out for flaps down and gear down, it's messy when I go, clean it up and go fast, and vice versa. Perfect example of why flight modes are wonderful. I got to do them. I'd like to do a video on that exact plane and explain it, actually. Okay, Michael Sherman, you missed everything, my friend. Kevin Farrows, I can come in low with no problem, but approach is high. Oh boy, hold on. I think that really, that's like opposite of what I thought you would say, because for me, it works the other way. I'm more bouncy when I come in on a shallow approach because I'm just not going fast enough. There's not a glide path established, right? I prefer a little bit steeper approach so I can keep my speed up. I think the bounce happens. I think regardless of a steep or a shallow approach, I think bounces happen. Obviously 2 ways, but I think most of them happen from going too slow. You've bled off so much speed before you're ready to. Maybe also too because you're I feel like we're struggling too hard on a shallow approach to get it there over the threshold where it's got its own speed. Like let it fly itself in if it's got a nice angle of descent. So anyway, I think too slow is the problem, and the surfaces are no longer effective because they're not going fast enough to do anything. Now, you can also bounce them if you're going too fast, where you touch down before you were ready. You weren't slowed down enough, but usually it's more of a skip. Your plane's still flying pretty good because you're moving quick, and you can usually fly out of those pretty good. But the ugly bounces, if that's what you're talking about, I have to say is from being too slow. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, watch some training videos from... Dude, I have a playlist on this channel that's training videos from like World War II. I need to put some jet stuff on there, but... they talk about the transition from flying to taxi. That's nobody pays attention to that stuff as much as maybe they need to sometimes. Wayne Lee, what's he have to do with it? Oh my goodness! If I could only have one warbird, which would it be? That's a super tough question in a way, but what came to mind was Thunderbolt P-47 Razorback, to be honest with you. Now, somebody told me to sell them on a P-39. Just Wing It, was that you? No, Grossman, I don't get my F-14 until Jet Jam from RC Jet Works. I'm getting a used one for a sweet deal. Papa, what are we talking about there? All right, so Just Wing It. Have you already flown the P-39, my friend? RC weaving, that's only if they're going too fast already. If you bled off speed the way you're supposed to, it won't matter that you're still got the elevator up. Theo J number 3. Hi Ryan, what about landing the A10 90mm? I still get the bouncing with the landing gear upgrade. Not to blow my own whistle, man, but check out the video on this channel and listen. It's all about managing your speed. There's some approaches I did where you can hear me blip the throttle. There's some where I managed to get it right and was steady the whole time. And there's some, if I was too high, I was able to almost dead stick it. So it's, you just have to, I really think good landings start on the downwind. You have to already be going slow flight configuration. At the altitude you want to be. You fly the thing, don't let it fly you. It can be an ugly bounce, but it sounds like it's too slow to me, honestly. I think on the A10 you definitely have to commit to your elevator too. Don't screw around with the pitch, mess with your throttle. I mean, this is really for a lot of things, but especially the A10, where the motors are in relation to the datum and all. Just commit to your elevator, push through with the throttle, and try to kiss those wheels as light as you can. Now, I think that upgraded landing gear has probably saved you a bunch, though. If you're having trouble on that gear, you would have had 10 times worse trouble the other way. You gotta have all straight up and down or all trailing link, I feel like, on that plane. So just wing it. Good approaches equals good landings 100%. Throttle control. Guys, this is the best sport hobby ever because it's hard to do. You know, you guys are all troopers, right? Whether or not you're good yet or you want to be or whatever, because this isn't an easy thing. It's not an easy sport. Like all of you guys in the chat right now, all your buddies, you're a bunch of tenacious little Timmy Turbos, you know, because you don't give up, man. It's not easy. You're going to crash it. You got to fix it. You got to learn. It's not easy. That's why it's cool. Because when you get it, you can be a 50-year-old man, a 40-year-old man, a 30-year-old man, a 16-year-old kid, and you're going to fist bump whoever's around, man, because you nailed it. And us older guys get to be kids again, which is just the best. I mean, we're all like Fonzie walking around here, man. Aren't we just cool when we get to do this stuff, man? Or when you nail it? So just wing it, man. Watch the videos we did on P39. You'll hear me and Mike talk about it. I think the P39 is like a weird marriage of a whole lot of cool planes. It's a little bit Spitfire. It's a little bit Mustang. It's got a lot of a P40 wing. I mean, the wing is like a P40, and it's not just because the paint scheme. And then it's a tricycle gear, which you never get out of a Warbird unless it is a Trojan. So it's nice to have that slippery aspect. And one thing, I don't know if it's the AS3X or if it's the P39 and where the wing is, it's kind of back more than we're used to on Warbirds, right? It feels really, I hate to say pitchy because it sounds bad, but the thing turns on a dime, right? It's almost like it acts, that plane's so funny because it acts nose heavy, but it's also peels through the turn like it's tail heavy. So it's a neat plane, man. The P39. It's one of those deals where you gotta do one once, I feel like, and this is finally the one that I think is going to be a little bit more accessible to more people. The small little yellow one, Pocket Rocket. They're just too little, man. I mean, on 3S they're probably okay, but they're just too heavily loaded to be fun, you know? The smaller the plane is and the heavier it is, the more narrow your margin of success is going to be on landings and stuff. And we all want to look good, let's face it. Oh, man, sorry about that, Boozer. You have to catch it on the replay, man. Go for it. Just wing it. If you have a local hobby shop, go for it there. If you want to go with hobbyzone.com, do it. If you want to go with the Amazon store right here, that's cool too. Appreciate it all. RC Weavin says, Mary Boozer, exit and then come back, like refresh. Papa Boozer says, if someone asks me if they can fly RC, I show them my plane and I say, can you jump in the middle of this plane? If they say no, I say, I don't think so. Papa Boozer, you're hilarious. I agree. I never did the 980 P39, but did the 980 P40. And I would venture to say you did the 980 millimeter P40 just because there was no P40B model at that time. And so I think everybody went nuts for that one. It was the first little 980 release, wasn't it? Or was the P47 out first? I can't remember. But it was so nice to see a P40B. My favorite thing about that little P40B was I thought, okay, cool. They've made one. The bigger one's got to be coming around the corner. And I was you guys remember a guy named Bernard he wasn't really with FMS, but he helped him out all the time on color schemes and stuff. He was almost like a spokesperson from like Germany on RC groups. Yo, I used to talk to that cat all the time. So they were working on that P40B a long time before it actually came out. And that's why I was super pumped when I saw the little one, because I was like, okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Holy smokes, Johnny on the spot, 1 hour in. Let's see who's going to be Johnny on the spot. If you want to ever be Johnny on the spot, what's up, Raven Rock? You really need to be on Facebook and hit me up every now and then. I think on Messenger is probably a good idea. Let's see. You guys want to do Johnny on the spot today? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Dave Kowalski. All right, man. Let's do it. Get your Facebook phone ready, dude. Usually it's a surprise, but I was thinking about you anyway, Dave, already. We're calling Dave Kowalski right now. Bear with me a minute. Thank you, Papa Boozer.
Hello?
Hey, Dave Kowalski, what is going on, man? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I apparently wasn't smart enough to operate my phone tonight.
Hey, that's okay. That's why they call them smartphones, to make us all feel like a bunch of dumbasses.
Exactly.
You might have to turn down your computer. It's not feeding back or being weird to you.
Muted on this end?
Yeah, on your whatever you're watching on. But it sounds good to me. You guys, Dave Kowalski is Johnny on the spot today. I got him right here on my phone. Jody asked, what is Johnny on the spot? Johnny on the spot is where I reach out to one of these fantastic dudes in the chat, and by surprise, and we get them on the phone, and we rap at them for a little bit. Dave Kowalski, say hello to the people. Or not. Dave, are you there? I think I've screwed it up. That's cool. We'll try somebody else. All right, hold on. Dave is not there. That's cool. We'll get Dave one of these other times then. Let's see. It's not working out, Bubba. Yeah, Dave, we lost each other or something. Maybe I have too many windows open as well. That's all right. Let's do... You want to try one more time, Dave? Call him back. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Dave, I'm going to try this again, my friend. Here we go.
Okay, I got you back, I think.
All right, Motown Philly back again. Dave Kowalski in the house. Where you been? Dave, say hello to the people.
Hello to people. It's good to be back. I pretty much missed all of last week's show due to a work commitment. Still kind of rainy and crazy weather here in Iowa, but we did have a nice day today. I didn't do any model flying, but I got the 182 out and did some full-scale flying, which was pretty awesome.
Fantastic, man. I saw that you were just in and out very briefly last week because of your work obligations. And you had some really late nights there. If you guys aren't on Facebook following Dave Kowalski, you should be. Dave Kowalski, you ought to drop your link in the chat when you get freed up. But
absolutely.
Dave is so fun to follow. And if you like Corsairs, you should follow Dave. If you like being inspired by triumphant stories of humanity, follow Dave. If you like aviation, follow Dave. Dave Kowalski is one of the greatest supporters a guy could ever have. And are you going to Jet Jam? You are.
Oh yeah, we leave Monday morning. We're going to be out there the whole week. Although Jet Jam is only Thursday through Sunday, but we're going to be out there the entire week having a good time. I should have my trailer finished up tomorrow, and I'm going to start getting all the jets loaded.
Nice, man. That place is fantastic. Hey, you've never been there, so here's the irony, right? The flying field is amazing, but if you see a gas station or a restaurant when you're about half hour away, you should stop there and get stuff because there won't be another one.
Gotcha.
It's out there in a way. So load up in town. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a drive a little bit to stuff. So everybody get your goodies on the way in. But you won't want to leave. Like, I'm not a guy who's ever going to be accused of wanting to go camping, but I'm gonna be camping because I don't want to leave. And when it goes dark, the beers come out, and I don't want to have to drive somewhere. So I'm gonna. You know what? I managed to dodge the bullet of getting in trouble my whole youth. Like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna get in trouble now. You know it. So yep. I'll just stay put.
Even mentions I do have 9 Corsairs that are currently flying, and I've got 2 or 3 others that are parts planes at this point from just various accidents. But yeah, anybody that looks at my Facebook page, it's mostly Corsairs because, well, Black Sheep Squadron growing up as a kid was the show for me to watch.
Dude.
That's probably what started my love for that airplane.
Oh, man, I love that show, dude. Robert Conrad, give me a break, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you remember the old Duracell commercials where you had the battery on his shoulder and, come on, I dare you, knock it off.
I 100% remember those commercials, and those commercials were the inspiration for that video I made on foam tack a long time ago.
Oh, I remember what? I've watched that more than once. I
Dude.
Loved it. I thought, hey, I know exactly what this is, supposed to be. That was fantastic.
Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys that are going to be at Jet Jam. This will be my first event away from my home field, so really looking forward to this, guys. Man, I bought a 5x10 trailer specifically to go to this event, and then other events. I mean, I think the wife and I are going to make a habit out of this and try to do this a few times every year for sure. I picked up a generator yesterday so I can plug into my trailer. A buddy here locally wired up electrical inside with outlets and everything so I can do
sweet.
my charging. I've got a brand new generator ready to go.
Yo,
and I'm ready to do this.
You got to park by us. I'll be right next to Pilot's Lounge is going to Jet Jam, so we'll be right next to RC Jetworks. So get in there where you can fit in somewhere, man.
Yep.
Hey, are you going to Neffy too?
Yep. I actually was just messaging one of the other guys about that. If the weather is decent that Saturday, I'm going to pop in the 182 and I'm coming down. Somebody will come get me from the airport.
Dude, that's right. That's right. I remember talking about that now.
Yep. Airport I-72. I've already got the flight planning done. I'm just waiting for the day now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you get to Reese Airport and give us a call. We'll come over and get you. I mean, we might come get you in a golf cart. It's that close.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Dude,
obviously I'm not going to bring any airplanes. Well, I probably could shove something in that 182. I could probably pull the back seat out. It'd just be the wife and I.
Yeah, man, bring something.
You never know.
We'll come get you. Somebody will, because, I mean, I'm telling you, that Reese Airport is just south of AMA. So there's nothing but, like, really a barbed wire fence between one of the flying sites and what is the runway over there.
The runway. Oh, cool.
Yeah, man. That's where I took my lessons at that place.
I don't remember why. After you and I kind of talked about this, I don't know, a few weeks back, a month ago, whatever that was, I called out there and talked to the guy for a few minutes that runs it, just had some general questions about the airport.
Steve Reese?
Like a pretty cool guy.
Was it Steve?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I mean that was a family airport. He's, I think, the only one left. Did you say? What did you say to him? Did you mention anybody? Did you mention me?
Oh, heck yeah, I mentioned you. I said I was flying in to see you, and I just wanted to get fuel pricing if they had gas on site, and, find out if there's any landing fees or just any of that kind of stuff. Yeah,
What'd he say?
Bring the 182 in the 182. See, now that's an idea I can get 100% behind.
Dude, you have to document that stuff. I mean, it's just like kind of social media gold, So what did he say when you told him? Because he remembers I was taking lessons. I'd have models in the back seat and in the trunk. Because then,
I only talked to him for a few minutes, but he definitely remembered who you were or who you are.
Yeah, I grew up around there, man. Running around. I was the kid on the bicycle in the way, running all over, riding all over that place.
And that is the best kind of way to be. I mean, I grew up around a little grass strip that right next to it was a sod farm, and that's where we flew RC, our club back in that day. That's where our flying site was. So Dad and I would get done with the models, and we'd literally drive across the field there on, to the airport, and we'd go talk to the old guys that had their airplanes out. And one day my dad got me my first ride out there by doing that. And I remember I was just completely terrified at the prospect of going up, but I don't remember exactly. I mean, gosh, this was 45 years ago almost now. I don't quite remember what he said to me, but the gist of it was, if you don't do this, I'm going to be disappointed in you, and you're going to regret not doing it. Well, coming from your dad, those are pretty powerful words. So I got in the airplane.
He was right.
We went up, and that hooked a lifelong addiction to this. I think I must have been 12. I think I was 12 at the time, because then when I was 13, it was crazy, man.
Dude, that is the best. Else. That actually, too, that reminds me, it's so funny. I forget, the show just kind of turns into its own thing, which is kind of the plan, but also you never know what you're going to get. But one of the things that made me want to do this show in the first place was everybody's story. Really. One of the main motivators was like realizing that what I offered some people in a one-to-one, I thought a lot more people might want to get a piece of. But mostly, I really am intrigued by how everybody got their start in this thing. And when I get a chance to do the one, like talk to you or get interviews figured out a little bit better on this thing and do some live stuff at these events, those are the kind of things I'm going to be picking everybody's brain, because everybody has a beginning. And some of you guys have a bunch of beginnings because you'll take a break and then come back. So it's always fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I took like a 35-year break. I mean, I just got back into the hobby about, I guess, was it 5 years ago now? And, I mean, when I was 13 is when I first started, and before that I was flying the old Cox control line planes. And, heck, before that I was building the little Gullos, rubber band-powered planes. And, oh, my gosh, that and you know what, if you go back to, just real fast, if you go back to the very beginning, my dad, you talked about, Little League and baseball, softball, with the kids. Well, my dad was one of our team's coaches when I was, 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever it was.
Yeah, awesome.
I didn't care for the sport a whole lot. Just really wasn't my thing, but Dad's the coach, so I'm going to be there. Anyway, I'm standing out on, he had me on center field. God only knows why. It was like the worst player on the team. But anyway, I'm on center field. What do you think happens? An airplane flies over. I look up, I take a drive right to the chest and knocks me off my feet. My dad says, yeah, you don't like the game. You'd rather look at airplanes, so okay. He finally got it. So I only played ball for 2 seasons, but that was just so crazy that I'd stand out there and watch airplanes. And God, my kids, all 3 of our kids and daughter, they played, the boys played Little League, and Allison, she played softball, and every one of these kids would stand out. All three of my kids would stand out there and identify the planes flying over. Drove the coaches crazy because they weren't paying attention to the game as much as they probably should.
You know what? It's better than messing with dandelions. These kids, man, I got some of them that they're young. I don't even know what the top age is, but I know my boy is 7, so it's probably like 9 to 6 years old or something like that. And it's a machine pitch. I feed the machine, and but they're playing in the dirt, in the sand, in the infield. And I tell these kids sometimes, I'm like, you got that stuff at home. Get your head out of the dirt and into the game. Let's go. Boozer apologizes. He's having testicular difficulties over here, like always, he says. Thank you for Oh, I'm sorry. Technical. That's technical.
Oh, that's funny.
Sorry.
That's what's great about your channel and your show every week is it's a fantastic community of people, and everybody is always, generally pretty supportive of what everybody else is doing, and man, that's just awesome. I try to make sure I always hit your show, and always try to make sure I hit Wesley's show, and Dave's RC. Now that I know he's got stuff going on, I'm going to be scoping that out as well.
Yeah, even, you know what, I think everybody just appreciates just coming in and saying hey, too. Like, I can't, honestly, man, if I'm not here in front of you, like, it's on my lap and I'm trying to edit stuff up or catch up. People are busy. Some guys are busier than others, but it's cool, man. Hop in, say hello. I know everybody who does a live appreciates that. Just like everybody who does videos appreciates seeing the comments. My comments, I feel like they blow up, and I not always does a comment warrant an answer, but if you guys comment on my videos and you don't have a heart next to it, the hearts let you know that the originator, the uploader, saw it. Somebody can like your post or your comment on a YouTube video, and you don't know who it is. It's just a like, a thumbs up. But, man, when you get a heart from the guy, you know that the guy who made the video saw it and appreciates that you said something at all. And sometimes, it's not like, I'm not saying I'm so busy I can't answer, but sometimes it's not a question. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I digress. I don't know what I'm talking about right now anymore. Christian RC can't breathe. Hard to hold a cell. It kind of is, but this is so fun. So let's see. A lot has gone on in the chat. Dave Kowishki, I can't wait to get you live at Jet Jam. We'll hang out some more there. I appreciate your support. You're always here. You're a treasure, a pleasure, and a real inspiration. I'm going to let you go, I guess, but I can't wait to see you at the show, man. You're going to have a ball.
Yeah, Terry and I are looking forward to seeing all you guys that end up being there, and especially you, Ryan. She's not here tonight. She's at a graduation party with her best friend, but she usually is on the couch beside me watching you every Saturday, and usually about 8 o'clock my time, she'll say, "Is it time for Stickum Pants guy to come on?" I'm like, "Yep, Pilot Ryan's coming up in a few."
Oh, you guys are the best, man. This is the greatest thing ever. I appreciate it, Dave. I can't wait to meet her. We'll have some fun. And, yeah, man, when you're in town, get some goodies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, it was good talking to you guys tonight, and I'm going to turn the TV up here, back here in a moment.
All right, Dave. See ya. Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Kowishki, Johnny on the spot. I think that is so fun. And we'll keep doing that. And again, like I mentioned in that little display, that really one of the original ideas of this show was to really get at everybody somehow, whether they're industry people or just regular Joes. It doesn't matter. What intrigues me really is everybody's story. And that's one thing I'm not able to quite get in this format until I can flesh it out better with interviews and stuff again. And if you look back at the early shows, I've done some of that. But it's don't let me forget, because that excites me the most. I think there must be something to being able to sit here and moderate a chat and a show almost in a one way to, This is a one-way deal, except for the chat. Like, it's me and the camera. It's crazy, right? And this is awesome. But when you get another guy on here or gal on here to interview and talk to and listen to and let the conversation kind of get you somewhere, that's really fun as well. And that really was my main point. But I just also am such a go-getter. Like, I fail to miss out on the consistency factor. That's why we're looking at show 43 weeks in a row tonight. Thanks for being here. Dave Kowishki in the house, Johnny on the spot. I appreciate that. You guys, like I was saying, I wasn't just blowing sunshine. If you're not on Facebook, cool. But Dave Kowishki, if you are on Facebook, should be followed. He's so fun, such an inspiration. He's on his own personal journey right now, too, where he's just kicking ass and taking names. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Victor, you said something a minute ago, and I just missed it. Oh, it was like a question. Yeah, I'm going to do some interviews and some stuff there at the shows as well, the best I can. The verdict is not in yet on if Mike is coming or not. He won't know till like that Monday. And by the way, Dave, I won't be there till probably Friday afternoon. Just because it's so hard to get away for me from the family business, and then I'm at Neffy the weekend after that, so it's hard to get a lot of time right now. But yeah, Dave, I didn't want to go there unless you wanted to, but Dave Kowishki has lost 160 pounds in 8 months, and the dude is thriving. Total inspiration, having a ball, good times. Just so fun, man. Just so everybody thinks about social media being like this drag of a place. It all depends on who you follow. You can go on any social media platform and find the muck of it all if you want to. But if you can also find the sunshine, man, and the hope and the inspiration and the light. And so I really don't follow anything. I don't go political. I'm just like, for me, social media is an RC place to go and have fun with you all. There's enough muck and everything else that I just don't need to get it on my Dick Tracy, Buck Rogers, computer as well. Yeah, man, this guy's so fun to follow. Andrew Williams, yeah, that's absolutely true. So obviously when we're doing Johnny on the spot, I'm not able to keep up on the chat. We've been at it an hour and 20 minutes already. They go by so fast here. Anybody got any questions? Hit me up. Anybody have any triumphs, any disasters, any crashes, any maiden flights? Do I see the light, Fred? I do. I do try to. And usually it's just a reflection of myself back at me, the light, since we're being kind of smart right now. Tom Nick's decoder phone. Mr. T 1035, anyone else get their free wing F-35 this week? Well, I should have today. Oh yeah, sorry, T-45 behind me. Yes, that's a free wing one. All right, L-39 Raven Rock, we'll get there. Jody Reed, what is my Facebook? Go to RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group, and we also have a Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike RC Facebook page, but the group is really the best place to be. Also, Ryan Ramsey, Pilot Ryan, just regular personal profile. If somebody's really feeling spunky, they could drop the link to the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. Let me look at this. Let's see. Do I have it here? Can you guys? I think if you click the Facebook icon on this page, it takes you to the Facebook page, not necessarily the group. But that's what's up. So let's see. Yeah, some guys are waiting on F-35. We're talking about the L-39. Just wing it. Are you out of here? Yeah, Grossman. aviation, man, it levels the playing field. We're all kids. We don't care how you vote or if you got a gun or not. And I mean, some do, and that's fine. I try not to get started with it because, you know, opinions. Everybody's got one, and I got one too. But I don't want to get mad, and I always get fired up, and that's just not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. So I'm gonna stand up because I have this major cramp in my leg right now. If you don't mind, is that okay? Holy smokes! Yeah, Utah. I appreciate that. I gotta stand up, y'all. This is. Oh man. Let's see. Remade in the e-flite Spitty yesterday. The P-51B went back in the air, and tomorrow the Freewing P-51, my little gal. So, Raven Rock, what do you want to know about the L-39, dude? Talk to me. Oh my gosh, hamstring cramp. I need to fix the camera so you all see my face. Wince in pain. Yeah, thanks, Victor. Oh my word. My gosh, that's what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, son of a gun. Oh. Timothy Touton. Hey man, let me make you a moderator real quick. So I've been talking to Timothy Touton a little bit. He's got a YouTube channel too, guys, and I just made him a moderator. Hopefully he can drop a link to his channel, but he just did a how-to video on how to install the how to install the afterburner from RC Geek. I've got one sitting over here I got to get to, and I got one of Gooniacs too. I just can't get to. I need employees, man. Oh my gosh. Ow. All right, L-39. It's awesome, Raven Rock. What do you want to know about it? Are you thinking about any others? You know, are there like, usually there's like 1 or 2 or 3 planes or jets people are thinking about getting. What are you after right now? Just like a new one, or like something, ow, son of a gun, or something specific? Interns, yeah, that's right. You don't have to pay them. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Hangar 51, what do you mean? Me too, please. Raven Rock's looking, that's right. L-39 and A4. Nemo Runks has an afterburner on his T-45. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. How much am I paying? Well, intern. So just a back rub here or there. Just ask Joe Biden. Oh my gosh. You're right, Andrew. Victor Shamula says, I was the first to do a 70 millimeter center burner. Chris sent me the first one. Fantastic, Victor. Check that out, guys. Keith, you got a question? Go for it. I hope I'm getting there on the L-39. I don't know if I have. It's nice. Pickle juice. I should drink water, but I hear fish swim in it, so I haven't wanted anything to do with it. We had 2 games. We had a game yesterday and today. It was hot. Let's see. Well, I missed something. Yeah, man. Dave Kowalski dropping links to Tim Touton's YouTube channel. Fantastic. Victor, I think, dropped links to his as well. Masusis. Yeah, the RC Geek afterburners are pretty sweet. Don't know what I'm missing. Bayhawk FMS and F-16 FMS are my favorite 70 millimeter, 80 millimeter EDFs. Yeah, man. Those are sweet. You want a sport jet feel, but military stylings, L-39's a winner. The A4 is fantastic, but it does have the potential to kick your butt, which, depending on what you want out of something, may or may not be the right thing. Hey, Ryan, I got an email from Horizon Hobby to be a brand ambassador. Did they send that to everyone? I'm not sure. I didn't fill that out. Somebody tell me what that's all about. Does it pay? Do you get planes? Do they want something from you? How's that work? Yeah, so many people talk about how son of a gun, I can't bend my leg. So many people talk about how great the L39 is. Yeah, man, it's neat. I got mine boxed up. It's that great. I'm selling it. No, it really is good. I just I wanted the money. So, and I'm going to be moving. So it's like I sold it to my good buddy Mike Kennedy. I have to send it to him still, but it's boxed up. The lights are amazing. It's nice. Earlier you asked about our victories. Got my 90mm f4 airworthy again just Friday morning. 70mm BAE Hawk got airworthy again during this live stream. Fantastic. Don Willman's looking for a P-47D, which is good. I'm not sure there's a bad one unless you go... I mean, look at the e-flite and the FMS ones, certainly. And I know a guy that has them at hobbyzone.com and another guy who has them at Amazon store. And your other favorite places and your local shops. They sent it to everybody, says Victor. Dave Kowalski got an invite as well. Like, in your email, I didn't even get one. That's hilarious to me. Fred Barron likes the L39, says it's amazing. Did you guys fill out the invite, says San Diego. San Diego likes is voting yay for the e-flite 1.2mm P-47. That is a good one. If you want that one, I got one, Don. Talk to me. I still have the box. It's awesome, but I have the big one, so I'm probably okay. Jeff's Custom RC, man. You just show up and you're out already? Oh, man. Got to get a float plane, Ethan RC. My dad's flight club field has been flooded, and it's going to rain again next week. I'm really interested in those kids that were doing Camp AMA, man. When those kids come in the chat and ask questions, we got to make sure we do our best to give them some good intel. Yeah, that shirt is super dope, Mary Boozer. Thanks for saying so. So who's boring? Oh, I'm boring. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate that. The Viper front landing gear is weak, Ryan. Is that a question or a statement? I can believe it either way. Chris Jackson flew my Big Hanger 9 P-18 Cub today. Fantastic. Out with attitude. All right. Probably going to maiden free wing A10 80mm. Do's and don'ts. Don't crash it is obvious. I'm telling you, man, not to blow my own whistle once again, but check out that landings video, dude, on this channel. And I think we did one on Motion as well, where we did the strut upgrades. Whether you have the upgrades or not, I think it's been beneficial to some of my buddies to like listen to the throttle and to really, because I did so many touch and goes on that video. Repetition is great. Playback is how sports teams learn how to play and do things. Playback has been one of those things that's been important in my life too. Like, I think I got better just watching myself screw up as well. Whether it was anything, making videos, music, flying planes, whatever. Have you heard any rumors of a possible F-80/T-33? Lots of times. But I haven't seen anything. I've heard lots of rumors though. Yeah, Jeff, you here, man? Oh, okay. I wish I might get to fly tomorrow. I don't think there'll be any camera on it, but I might get to fly. I'm wanting to put a suspension nose gear on that P-39 and see what's up. Dude, P-47 makes everybody look good. You guys remember the Snort and Bull P-47? Man, I thought I was good back then. And then I flew some other stuff that made me realize I wasn't. Bill Shepard, thank you for that. Dynam stinks. I said it, he says. Tim Toutant has several videos of his A10 on his channel. Andrew Williams is repainting a snorting bull now. Fantastic. Guys, what am I going to fly this week? Hopefully I sell this house. We've had some showings and a few offers. Screwed up my landing on the L39 Friday. Bad. Moved battery too far back, says Ron. Wings 88 Upton. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Amen, says San Diego. Michael Honeychuck, Kyosho T33, 20 years ago. Nice flyer. Thank you, Roy. You guys are great. Damn, I'm tired. Laugh out loud. You're tired, Jeff? What you been up to, man? Staying around in town, Raven Rock. Staying around in town. Same schools, all that good stuff. Dave Coishi's helping out Terry carry in some groceries. What a good man. I think for my help, I should get a new plane. Absolutely, 100%. Oh, serious question. Do you find that simulators are helpful? I fly real flight all the time, but when I go to the field, it doesn't seem to translate well. Maybe nerves, Dave Marshall says. I don't think it hurts at all. Yeah, San Diego says muscle memory. Yeah, Papa, I want a flying field at my house. Yeah, sims are great. I think with sims, you need to dial in some crazy, though. You know, dial in some wind. Seriously. And not just wind, but like crosswind. Man, the respawn, the $200 button is free on those simulators. So, man, go crazy. Because you actually really do learn a lot when it's not nice out sometimes. Which F-16, Jordan? The e-flite one? I can't wait to fly it, man. Love RC. I need my daughter to hurry up and give me a grandchild, girl, boy. They're going to learn to fly. Absolutely. Got a new place lined up yet? Man, not yet. Just throwing it to the wind and seeing what sticks. Jeff's Custom RC wishes his 12-year-old would show some interest. Start paying him. I told my kid it's going to be his first job. He's going to be the first kid ever who's got to do filming and editing to get an allowance. Bill Shepard says drink a gallon of water at a minimum a day. Yo, man, that would completely exceed my yearly quotient right there. If it's not brown, I don't drink it down. I'm the worst. Maker's shot. No, Anthony, that would cost you. Yeah, simulators are good, man. You know what? Anytime you get stick time is good. A lot of guys want to buy, and back to beginner stuff a little bit. It's you have to sometimes buy something that's ugly to get some stick time. Like I bought Warbirds first, and I should have known better, but I didn't. My first planes were like my first RC plane was a Razorback P-47, and it was a piece of junk. From where it came from. And so, yeah, normal chores around the house aren't filming your dad, though. Fly airplanes for social media, though, Jeff. But the best learning that I did, even though I was wanting to fly the hot rod, the best learning for me was the simulator, because I could be successful in the simulator and it not work out. You know, the one thing the simulator doesn't give you is like out of trim, out of balance. If you can play with CG on a simulator to see if you can fly tail heavy, to see, just make it crazy. Out of trim, you know, try these things. Learn what it's like. Because on the simulator, sometimes hands off is just like perfect. It's not always like that. You've got all the left-handed tendencies that will get you in the grass and trip your legs up. You know, all that stuff. So dial in some stuff on your sim, but stick time with an what they call them, ugly sticks, the GWS ugly stick, and then there was this Art Tech wing dragon thing, pusher prop, like super ugly glider, and you know, I never crashed those, but I totally crashed the Warbirds when I was trying to fly those first. So with a little bit of simulator, and then after I would see, me and my dad kind of learned at the same time, I lucked out, right? So I would crash my Warbird in 2 seconds. Torque roll city. Always tail heavy, always too powerful because I propped it up. because I already killed the gearbox motor system that was on it. So I had a brushless on there and just torqued the son of a bitch, snap rolled it every time right into the ground. Torque, I mean, it was I call it the left-handed suplex. It would go up, kind of struggle, left-handed roll over, bam, left-handed suplex over and over and over. And I was so mad about it, I started reading books on physics and taking flight lessons to figure out what was going on. Yep, sims are good, and get something ugly with a high wing that you can fly like a kite. That's what's up. That's the best. Micros weren't around at the time, but those are great for learning. Wing Dragon, yes. See, Wing Dragon, I thought I was the only one to have one of those. Still have the radio that came with it. 72 megahertz in the hizzy. Jeff's Custom RC. All right, fellas, really going to get out, going to bed soon. Check out Jeff's Custom RC. And as always, like and subscribe. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, guys, check out Jeff's Custom RC. He's posting like all the time. So check him out. Support him. He's got a handful of guys flying all the kind of, modern stuff you'd like to see in action right now. So check it out. Who'd you do the voodoo that you done did? My e-flite F-16 is still in the box. I inventoried it, plugged it all in, bound it, and tested everything, then boxed it. Got another one to build before that one. I can't wait to fly this one. I got Mike Kennedy sitting here looking at me. Can't wait. Cannot wait. RC with gratitude, says Reckham Royce. Chris Jackson says, Roger, we don't use AS3X or gyros when we fly. Bill Shepard, statement, Ryan. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Statement. The Beard and Hammer, thanks for the live show. Been a while since I sat through one, and I actually enjoyed it. I hope you did enjoy it. Come back, be well, and happy flying. Yeah, man, check out the channel. There's a lot of flight videos on here, jet and prop. Any questions, hit me in the comments. I always see them. I've got an Instagram that's popping, and we have a Facebook group that's pretty good too. And there's a lot of great channels here you can check out, guys. Please come back, man. Great having you here tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, we go long. It's a 2-hour show, man, no doubt. But once a week, man, we all look forward to this. You know what? We don't really even promote this thing. Just 9 o'clock. We always know it's going to happen. Thanks, Beer and Hammer. We salute you. Thanks for coming over. Christian RC still here. That's Ethan RC's buddy, cameraman. Christian RC, do you have an Instagram as well, like Ethan? Like I'm waiting for an audible answer. Isn't that funny? I'm so dumb. No, he doesn't. How do you kids not have some of that stuff? I thought like Instagram, like you got it with your birth certificate. He does have a channel though. Cool. You guys should put your heads together a little bit. Fred says kids are not fascinated with electronics, video game consoles, and smartphones don't count. I don't know, man. I get a lot of my inspiration from some social media kids doing tech reviews and videos and things like that. His guardians are strict. I get it. Social's funny. Like for me, it's a marketing tool and a way to connect with people. But I think if I had it when I was a kid, it would have been a mess. Keith, 100% correct. He must have bought his first P-47 from Banana Hobby. Yeah, 90% pre-assembled, perfect for beginner. Remember that crap? Holy smokes, it had a guitar string that ran the ailerons. They never returned to neutral, ever. It was awful. Love RC. Hey, Love RC, find the Pilot Ryan on Instagram. Comment or follow, and I'll get you back. Not because I'm doing a follow for follow, but you're here, man. I've seen you on Dave's show. Furball Kim FPV, good to see you. I'm not sure you've been here, but welcome for sure. RC Weaving, your 12-year-old daughter is pretty much correct, but tell her my demographic is like 30-year-olds to the grave. And so that's where I want to also be. But if she wants to hit me on Snapchat, she can. No, I'm kidding. I don't use my Snapchat, but I have one. But I got Twitter and Instagram. Oh, yeah, FAA number. Don Willman, thanks for the reminder. Like a poke in the eye. Don Willman's going through his planes, putting FAA number on the outside with a puke face emoji. Kevin Farros, see you later. Thanks for coming by. Coffee Music, what's going on, man? You're a Pusha Studios person, aren't you? I think I've seen you there, maybe even on Twitter, right? Welcome. Thanks for coming. We're probably gonna wrap soon, but we're looking at a 2-hour show. Dave's RC. See you later, man. Had a good time last night. Check out Dave's RC Friday night. What time, Dave? Kevin, remember you're my replacement, says Papa Boozer. Occasionally, I got you coffee, music. Thanks for coming over. Reckham Royce says, later, Dave. Good night, Dave Kowalski. I do not want the FAA number on the outside of my planes. I suppose I'll have to do that in order to fly at Jet Jam. I haven't done it either. Andrew Williams' recommendation, put the FAA number on sticker via label maker and put it on a plastic part, less likely to peel paint. Man. Coffee Music goes for the tech talks. Yeah. I like that too. I love those guys at Pusha. I really do. But man, sometimes I don't want I don't want subs that don't. I don't want subs that just want me to sub to them. You know what I mean? The sub for sub thing wears me out a little bit. But I love those too, for sure. Bill Shepard, meanwhile, you're cramping up Gandalf. On my military models, I put my FAA number in the place of the Buno number on one side of the fuse under the tail. That's pretty slick place to do it. I know Jeff's Custom RC will make stencils for people. Dave Marshall, I put them on the bottom of the fuse. It sucks, but it is what it is. Should put them in the wheel wells, what I should do. Archer Aviation, I'm late. I'll have to watch earlier stuff later on. You're going to cause some kind of rip in the space-time continuum if you do that, though. Let me see. Let's say that again. That was so wild. Reckham Royce. It's a whole different thing over there. I respectfully disagree just because it was so neat to do that show. But and to get to talk about stuff a little bit more business in a way. Love RC, appreciate you. Awesome. Yeah, FAA numbers, poke in the eye. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna. Yeah, coffee, I hear you. Following the Pilot Ryan on Instagram. Let me go verify you're telling the truth. I'm just kidding. Yep, he sure is. And you're not called Love RC, apparently. Is that correct? Are you Velasco, my man? Love RC? Is that you, Velasco? Dennis Farley got the AMA FAA ID plate decals from Cali Graphics. They really look good. Yeah, new pilot tonight, and he had no Love RC 2501. So you're Velasco, right? Mr. T says no numbers needed when you fly in the middle of nowhere. Papa Boozer says, thanks, Ryan, for wearing the shirt. Hope you're... Man, I wear these all the time. My Flying Tiger shirts are dope. I need some more. I need to get some more shirts, actually. I love them. I really do. I I like mine too. Bill Shepard says, laugh, my right rudder went out, Captain. Yeah, I'm better now. 24 for $20 ship. That's pretty good. That reminds me, Dennis, is like somebody asked me about how the P-47's going. It's not going. It's completely stalled out. I need to order my stuff from Cali. And, oh, okay, love. RC, I got you. Did you hit me on Twitter or Instagram? Anyway, I'm not getting my plane. I need to get my stickers from, I got to decide on the livery. And also get my FAA stuff. Dave Kowalski just realized I don't have a Pilot Ryan shirt other than the Corsair one, and it doesn't have their name on it. Instagram. Okay. Let me check. Did you follow me a long time ago? Is that what it is, bro? Love RC. Do I follow you? All right, let me look you up again, man. I'm so sorry. No, Lover. I just lost it in the chat. It went so fast. Let's see. Lover 2501? Is that what it was? I'm so sorry, dudes. There it is. Follow back. Got you. Cool. Got it. Bring the P-47 as it is. We'll still fly. Oh, dude, I want to bring it. Oh, yeah, it's coming soon. Holy crap. Yeah, I'll bring it regardless. I got to get with Callie. Guys, I can't get it all done. And also every other week I do an Instagram video for church, and we have meetings once a month too. It's so funny. So they started a social media team at church, and I'm like, all right, let's do this, because I'm a blessed person, and I think it's the right thing to do for me. So, but you know, so there's a handful of people that signed up for a social media team. You know, there's all these different teams and groups of people that get things done around there. And I go to the meeting. It's a bunch of teenage girls, right? Like high school, college girls, and like me. This is so dumb. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. But anyway, I kind of know social media, though. Hangar 51, man, I don't think I have seen your videos. You guys would think that I was able to watch a lot, but I'm not. I really don't. I on purpose watch what I watch. You have to send me some links or something, man. Post them up on the, do you do Facebook, Hangar 51? Holy smokes. Is that for real? Fred Barron? You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Awkward, huh? Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what, though? I joked him. I'm obviously, I don't mind talking to people, right? So I walked into the room and I said, so Anna probably told you, like, there was one guy on the team and you thought it'd be some skinny little hipster, you know, but nope. Dad and Dockers with a suntan, flies airplanes, mowing the grass. What's up? Thank you so much for that. Let's see. What was I getting ready to say? I forget. It was kind of awkward, but yeah, man, it's cool. Old man, for sure. RC Weedman. Oh, yeah. More than a name. He's a legend. Yeah, you guys have to watch RC Weaven's beating up on the Habu video. It was fun. Papa Boozer, you out of here? Timothy Toutant says, don't let the bed bugs bite. 2-hour show, dudes. Oh, yeah. Hangar 51. No, I don't think I have. But I made you a moderator, so drop a link to your channel, and others can check you out. And if and when I get to it, I will also check you out, my friend. Andrew Williams, you're going to be at Jet Jam for more than 5 minutes this time, right? Andrew Williams, I'm so glad I wasn't on the sticks when your F-14 went in. Holy smokes. It'll be cool to see you there again, man. You should friend Pilot Robert and Captain Blosh on Facebook. Dude, I already am. Absolutely love RC. Don Willman, see you later. Got to go. Have a job interview in the morning. Oh, man. With me? Just kidding. Best of luck to you, Don. Let me know when you're coming through the area, dude. Huju takes a plane. As a preacher, I take a plane with me to church, and after everyone's gone, I break it out and fly out of the parking lot and over the field across the road. Huju, are you for real? That's so fun. Some Air Force guy saw all my planes in the house during the walkthrough today and got a kick out of it. Oh, Mike Kennedy, you're killing me. Never. It's already in the box, Holmes. I had to cut the tail off and the nose. Papa Boozer, see you later. Andrew, yeah, man, you got your hotel room. I think I'm going to camp out so I can have a beer and not fear about things. Let's see. All right, Chris Jackson, see you later. Elvis has left the building. Don Willman with the 3 thumbs up. Bill Shepard flies at the farm. If you're leaving and you haven't gave a thumbs up to this video, consider doing it unless you just had an awful time. Bill Shepard, your brother has 17 acres. Sweet. Yes, thanks for supporting the show. RC Weaven says to Andrew Williams, if I only had room for a tent and all my RC stuff. I was going to ask Kowishki what he paid for his trailer, if it was like a toy hauler. He said he got a 5x10. I've been wanting to get one of those. It doesn't even have to be that big. I have a little Ford Freestyle kind of SUV-ish thing that I can get a bunch of planes in, but I want to get some other stuff in there too, like stuff to sleep with. Yeah, I was charging batteries today while I was fixing the water heater, hoping I can get some stick time tomorrow. If I do, I won't have Captain Mike though. That's the bummer about it. The Mighty Focus can't pull a trailer. Yeah, man, that's what I need, one of those little 4x8ers or 5x10ers, and it's only going to have foam in it. I think my Freestyle can pull it. I don't know. Fred Barron, thank you. Whatever. It's so funny. We are thinking of renting a U-Haul trailer to bring what I need. Yeah, man. I want one. I actually want to put my logo on the side of a trailer. Would be sweet. A van does work well. I just don't want to rent one. I want to buy something and have it. Motorcycle trailer would be absolutely fantastic. Randy Milton says clink clink. Awesome sauce. Guys, we're rolling in at 2 hours. We had a Johnny on the Spot, show number 43. I think less than 200 to 5,000, which is cool. Again, I would grow a channel to 5,000 again. That's fun. And it's grooving. Let me know what you guys want to see. You can find us on RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. You guys are really active there. And everywhere. I mean, Facebook's just got a lot going on everywhere. If you want a little less messy consumption of content, man, follow guys like me, Love RC, Andrew Williams, anybody else, Ethan RC, who has an Instagram. That's a lot of fun. Michael Honeychuck, have some 80s Air Force target drones, aka MiG-78, Fox Nitro 72 megahertz, got to go release a mold. Thank you for that, Roy, Pilot Ryan, and Captain Mike Rock. That reminds me, on Facebook earlier this week, somebody posted up a picture of the Carl Goldberg Lil jumping bean control line, Cox 049 deal. I was so glad to see that pop up. It was like a blueprint of the box art or something. I don't know. But my dad has one of those still. He had it still in the box some years ago, and he built it. He put it together, and he went and flew it at a school. I wasn't there, but he flew it with like my sister. The control line, little jumping bean from Carl Goldberg models. So fun. Goodness. Almost finished with this Freewing F4 with FMS motor and RC Geek afterburner in it. Finally have my 6S F4. Nice. Nice. Thanks for your video and inspiration. Yeah, Dennis Farley was totally cool. I flew those when I was a kid, says Roy. Nice, Mr. T. If I drink, hopefully I drink more coffee and get my other leg to cramp up too. That'll be cool. You guys who come to Jet Jam, you're going to see me bring whatever I can fit. Any day now, I should have that FMS version 2 A10, and I'm going to see what I think about that thing, and then I'm going to make a decision. I'll be getting rid of one of them. I kind of like the idea of not having to take one apart, but I think I still will. You know what, man, Ethan and Christian RC, you know what, if in due time you do what you want on social, you know, right now you listen to those adults who are taking care of you. You're not missing nothing. I mean, you're not missing nothing. Everything you need's on YouTube, and I mean, don't twist their arms, man, because then they'll think that planes are bad. So just fly your planes, be really good listeners, and don't argue too much when they tell you things, is my advice. I don't know how old you guys are, but the thing is about when you put kids in a bubble is you can't protect them forever. But if you don't put your self-worth on what you get out of social, you'll be okay. It's just when that's all you have and that's your only perception of what life is, that's when there's trouble. Okay. Mr. T, I agree. The only thing about them is because they are so light, those shrouds are plastic. That's kind of why they are. Man, you really have to make sure they're not out of round when you put them in. So you got to really hone it out really good and then some, so they're not out of round. Tim's got a FMS A10 on permanent display at the Selfridge Air National Guard Base Museum to commemorate the retirement of Brigadier General John D. Slocum. Fantastic. That's right, Weaving. I mean, that's the thing. My wife is not about social media at all with the kids. And it's like, I'll be so pumped about something, the way things are going. And it's like, I have to throttle back because my kids think I'm cool and they want to do what I do. And so they'd want to do it. My kids are wanting to make YouTube videos. My wife's like, no way. They're little. So it's crazy out there, y'all. Crazy. But I think you're missing out a little. I mean, I don't think you validate self-worth with the stuff. I think you use it for what it is. It's a way to connect. For me, I don't want to devalue this by saying marketing, but it is. I'm sitting in my basement broadcasting, carrying on this channel, this whole thing. It's totally cool having this kind of access, this kind of reach. You know, we act like the internet's been around forever, but it's still just in its beginning, man. Golden age right now. I mean, it's like it's like having my own news show for free. It's awesome. Yeah, dude, I got to get my afterburners in before Jet Jam. Golly, guys, I can't get stuff done. All right, 2 hours, dude. We're going to wrap it like 3 minutes, all right? I'm going to go in 3 minutes. Last minute anything. I can't wait to see this F-35. I might film the build. I got so many builds sitting in the queue right now. I can't get to them anyway, so I don't know. But I really want to fly it. Because I know what I want to do with the F-35. I don't usually put gyros in stuff unless I know I'm going to fly them slow, which sounds crazy maybe to some of you, but I don't worry about going fast on stuff at all. It's the slow flight. Or if I know I just want to land it a lot, like maybe I'll put them in it. So because the F-22 is so just nasty with the nose high and slow, I put a gyro in it. I'm gonna put a Hobby Eagle gyro also in the F-35. Andrew Williams got a F-35 right in front of him. Says it's gorgeous. I can't wait to see what it kind of size wise, how it fits into my stuff. The F-22 is amazing, but it's also huge, right? It's got the plastic lined cockpit, so no gatoring. It's got the NACA duct with no louver on the bottom, and it's designed to scoot. Looks like. Dave Marshall puts gyros in everything. That's cool. That's no problem. No shame on that game, man. Some guys do. I always kind of think about putting them in everything, but only end up putting them in stuff that I know I want to fly slow. Like I totally have a gyro in my A4, my F-22, my MiG-21. I'm going to put one in that F-35. That's it on jets. The rest of them always just naked. Sport jets, I never put a gyro in them. But you got to do what's right for you. I know I want to fly the MiG-21 nose high and land it as slow as I can. The A4, same thing, big delta, right? Usually my delta wing jets get gyros. Love RC. I like the Hobby Eagle gyros, the A3L, the simple one. Also, whatever, again, if it's e-flite, like my e-flite F4 has a gyro in it. It came with it, AS3X. But I've got the Freewing F4 as well that doesn't have a gyro. So it's either way. They're fun. Dennis says, good night, Hanger Rat. See y'all here next week and meet some of you in 3 weeks at Neffy. Getting so pumped, dude. The minute the show's over, Dennis, sorry, you'll be ready for the next year. You'll be like, can't get here fast enough, man. You know, I can't wait either. Can't wait either. We'll see some of our old friends at Neffy, and we'll see some old friends at Jet Jam. Can't wait. Huju says, yeah, Victor Shameless, I tend to want to fly on blue sky days, only in gray days if I get real restless, especially with the jets. That's why I'm not big on the afterburners. I tell you, anytime you can put lights on them, man, it helps. Also does Flapperon, says Fred. Barry G says, good night. Anthony Sanfilippo, can I get someone on one? Seriously, I have a place or can come to you. I'm 2 hours from Indiana. Sooner the better, or I'll give it heck myself, but not sure if I can dial it like you do. Time issues for you. I don't get that completely. Man, if you want a one-on-one session, it'll have to, man, I just don't, it's hard to schedule anything, dude. It's hard to schedule anything. I've been offering to do some one-on-one, like YouTube kind of stuff with people, and there's a couple guys that act like they want it, and we can't get it done either. It's hard right now in the middle of trying to sell this house and stuff, man. I'd love to, but my time, I gotta tell you, I hate saying it, but it's my time has to be compensated for. It's crazy, but I'm too busy. So one of these days, maybe we can, Anthony. I don't know when it's going to be, though. I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, me and Mike are lucky to get out once a week. And if we do, like we didn't get out this week. We got rained out. Tomorrow won't happen. We work all week long. He's out of town. Like I got a handful of little kids and sports and coaching and selling a house. It's crazy. So if we work it out, you gotta pay. You gotta pay for the time. I'm sorry. Sounds crazy, and I hate to say it, but it's true. Barry G's RC. Anthony, can you find, yeah, for real, man, can you find a club, like get with some veteran flyers out there? The Fred Barron RC, got my F-35 yesterday and hope to maiden mine tomorrow. Range tested it last night. The gear, a little narrow and nose gear steering is super responsive, so low throw and lots of expo or nose over, I see. Water Gandalf. Life is busy, it's not crazy. I don't, depends who you are. If you do teach a new pilot, film it at 100%. That's about the only way I could do it. Or he could show up at Jet. Yeah, man, I'd be glad to do it at a show. When I'm at a show, dude, everything calms down. Everything calms down. Yeah, and dude, I did it just a few years ago, Andrew. This'll be, the next house will be me and my wife's fourth house. And it's not just moves. Like when we do one, I like renovate them. So I'm about to do another one. I don't know if you guys remember when I went to Oshkosh with the guys, but I was renovating this house then. It was 2 or 3 years ago. Roy, I learned from watching YouTube videos. 100%, man. I don't know exactly what. Understand just the way you chat through videos. Yeah, there's clubs here. Anthony, are you on Facebook at all or Instagram? Follow me. Hit me in the direct messages or instant messenger on Facebook. I'm really good about getting with guys on that stuff. It's easier sometimes in the middle of the night to answer a question than to try to make time during the day of operation, so to say. And maybe I can steer you in the right direction even if I can't help you. Oh, Andrew. Uncanny. I barely got out of high school, my friend, but I've wrote articles for magazines and built brands and flipped some houses, some doozies. We won't get into it crazy, but like my first house in South Bend was a foreclosure. Did sweet. My Muncie house cost me $9,000. It's selling for. It's gonna be awesome, and it was bad though. It needed everything. So anyway, it's been a rental for the last 8 years. So the house will pay for itself twice, basically. Yeah, man, check out all our old videos. Yeah, Andrew, I bought that house for $9,000. I've been renting it for about 8 years for $700 a month. I got $25,000 in it, and I'm about to sell it for $53,000. That was my first ever one, but it needed everything. Anthony, sweet. Yeah, dude, find me on Twitter. Find me on yeah, man, hit me up at your favorite one, dude. I'm wired in. So I'll do what I can, man. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Yeah, Andrew, we'll talk about it, dude. Here's the thing. I love airplanes more. But if I was about the Benjamins, I'd be doing houses like a lot. I bought this one as is, estate sale. Looked like an old lady house. Andrew, I'll send you the listing. You look at the pictures. You'd be like, it's from a magazine. Me and my wife are like Chip and JoJo fixer-upper people. You know what I'm talking about? My wife's amazing. So when I get done, she makes them nice, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I really should do some more of it, actually. I might be able to fly real planes then. You guys are the best. Bill Shepard, see you later, man. Everybody make a wish. Christian RC, everybody's wishing that this dude would quit drinking coffee and shut the hell up. I love you guys. It's awesome being here. I look forward to this all the time. I have a computer over here on the side hatch that I really just wiggle the mouse every now and then because I get the light from it. it's turned off so it doesn't hurt my bandwidth, but the monitor's on. And what's funny is there's a picture of a T6 as the screensaver that I found on Google by mistake when I was looking for delivery of a RCAF Harvard. I was just typing in Google search Royal Canadian Air Force Harvard, and I found this picture on Google, and I about died because the window's back. My grandpa's looking right at it's a black and white photo, y'all. I'll put it on Facebook here I don't know, never. But it's actually probably back there somewhere anyway. But so there's my grandpa looking right at me. I've never seen this picture before until I found it on Google by mistake. And my grandma is in the back seat holding her hair out of her face because the window's open and it's blowing. Killed me dead. These two are both gone right now. They're gone. They're upstairs. But that was a go figure kind of holy smokes. Just searching airplanes on Google, and then it's a flight shot. It's up in the air. My grandpa and my grandma looking right at me. Go get some of that. Anyway, there's my people. Let me show you guys right now, because give me a minute. And it's a different computer. It's not hooked up to this one. I'll try to find the image, but there's some goofy stuff up on here. Let me just see what I can do. I mean, there's like a weird Dropbox window in the way. All right, cool. I'm going to turn the camera around, let you try to see it. All right, hold on a minute, and we'll go for it. You know what? Maybe I'll put it in the chat next time, but or make it an image. Can you see it? Can you imagine searching on Google? Searching on Google, just looking for, because I was fixing up the e-flite T6 to look like this. That's why I keep doing that. I'm about to cry. Anyway, searching on Google for RCAF Harvards, and there's my folks. So anyway, that was just trying to talk about where I get my lighting from. I digress. All right, y'all. Let me put this thing back, and then we're out of here, right? I tell you what, it's going to be one for my homies with the maker's mark in a minute. All right, y'all. I'm really not trying to keep you. I totally value your time. Ah, goodness. I'm sorry. So, that's why I do it. Everybody's got their beginning story. Mine started with them. And I grew up in the backseat of that thing, and I can smell it. right now. So anyway, you know, you're always going for that thing. That's what nostalgia is about. That's what glory days are about. My thing with airplanes is rooted in this thing. Growing up around that, my grandparents raised me. Grandpa flew for a living and he flew for fun. He flew the first twin engine turboprop Cheyenne. They called it a Cheyenne 4 at the time. They wrote, NASA guys were coming to interview him and talk about it. He was flying the prototypes, first one off the line, all this stuff. He was the ace of the base. And so he's a badass, man. And he was a contractor before that. So that's kind of where stuff comes from for me. He raised me. And she was the best lady I've ever known. All right. That's where it comes from. Everybody's got their beginning story, man. So that's the spark right there. And the T6, y'all never talk. I mean, I always answer P-47. Now, the T6 is my favorite plane, but my favorite one to fly. T6s are a little bit tricky, man. So the full scale and the models. All right, guys, you're the best. I appreciate you. Sorry for that. I know I don't have to apologize, but I don't intend to go there. But, man, they're amazing folks, and I miss them. So, I mean, I spend my whole life trying to be as good as this guy was to my kids. It's crazy. All right, y'all. I'll see you at the shows. We'll see you next week. Find me on social. You know I'm always there. I'll help you out. And let me know. Hit me up, all right? I appreciate all your support. Keep watching the videos. Tap that notification bell so when we upload new stuff, you don't miss nothing, all right? Appreciate you guys. Support your friends. Go see Mary Boozers tomorrow. 8 o'clock Eastern time, Boozers. Let me know. Remind me. 8 o'clock Eastern time. I always miss the beginning because of the kids. Yep. 8 o'clock Eastern time. All right, Hanger Rats out of here. All right, let's do this thing. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. Y'all too good to be forgotten. Sticking monkey pants. See you on the Boozer Show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. We're out of here.